Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm so happy that Freewell has sent me this ND filter pack for the DJI Pocket 3. So here we have, as you can see, there's a lot of ND filters. Yeah, today we are going to test out all these ND filters side by side, and also it has the snow mist filter. Yeah, I'm a kind of person that like the mist filter when you can diffuse the light and it makes the footage look more cinematic. So today let's try out these filters on our DJI Pocket 3 and we'll compare them side by side. Let's go.
ND16, it is still very bright. ND32, and then ND64, it seems a little bit underexposed. And then we try for ND128. Yes, it's just very underexposed, so I should use ND32.
Alright guys, so now you are looking at the footage without any filters, and I'm on D-Log-M and also auto mode. So in order to achieve a more cinematic footage, normally we need to have a natural motion blur. It just simply means by following the 180-degree shutter rule. So when we are at 25 frames per second, which is right now, we need to have 50 shutter speed, which is just times 2 over the frame rate. So if we are on 50 frames per second, we need to have 100 shutter speed. So you can see the shutter speed is very high, and you can't see any motion blur here. And right now I will be going to use the ND32. Put it on the screen. ND32. So can you see any motion blur? Yes, I'm starting to see this kind of motion blur. I mean, it is so obvious. Right now we have the mist filter on, so you guys can see there's any difference. My face might be softer. The highlight, the exposure here, it should be much more softer than the standard color profile. So let's put on the ND plus CPL filter. So this is the ND plus CPL filter. I put it on. So right now let's test out the polarizing feature of this filter.
For CPL filter, you can see the lake and the tree behind me started to become more contrasty and have more richness in terms of colors. CPL filter helps to remove glare, reflections, and enhance the overall landscape contrast. You can see the richness in color. The entire frame just looks much more vibrant. Right now I will show you two sequences. One is with ND filter, one is shot without any ND filter. See whether you can tell any difference between two of these sequences. So let me break it down to you. As you can see, when the subject is moving very fast in the action, there will be a motion blur, just like my shoes here. And when my shoe is leaving the scene very fast, you can see there is a motion. And also here, I'm jogging around the track. You can see the shoes have some motion blur. So this is what we call a natural motion blur, whereby the subject moving at a higher speed, there should have some motion blur on it.
Alright guys, so right now I put on an ND32 filter from Freewell. So actually I just now only realized that I can stack the filters on top of it. So right now it's an ND filter, and right now let's test on the mist filter. Yeah, I just snapped two filters together, and do you see any difference? So yeah, let's move on to here, a sunny area. Do you see the colorful bloom? Do you see the highlight bloom? So let's introduce some black bar and some music. Let's get cinematic. Okay. Alright guys, so right now I'm in a studio environment here. So let's try on the mist filter. So you can see the light sources. I have around 3 light sources here. So let's try on the mist filter. And yes, this is the snow mist filter from Freewell. You can see, the light just bloom. So let's turn on this brightness. The power of mist filter. It just looks very dreamy. The sunlight just bloom like that. Without the filters, it will not bloom like this. So now it's without the filter. As you can see, it doesn't bloom as much. Alright guys, so just now the lake reflection is just not so obvious. So right now let's try on the car. I'm going to try out the ND and CPL filter together on the car windscreen, so you can see how I remove the glare without the CPL filter. You can see the glare is on and I cannot see Mr. V anymore. So right now I have rotated the CPL filter. You can see I have successfully removed all the glare and reflection. So we can see Mr. V is inside the car.
This is a car rolling shot on the DJI Pocket 3. So there are 3 things that we can see here. The first is the wheel turning in a circular motion with natural motion blur. And the second is the asphalt road. The third one is the background. They are all leaving the scene with certain motion blur. As compared to without using any ND filter here, there is no motion blur at all. Even the wheel, there is no motion blur.
Alright guys, all these filters are amazing, but at the end it's just a tool to help you to level up your footage and take your footage to the next level and to make your footage much more cinematic. You need to know how to adjust your manual setting inside the DJI Pocket 3. So yeah guys, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.